Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my nursery. So this is Sharon with Serenade Nursery with another video today, and it's going to be a bit of a longer one. I have a few things that I want to cover. I have a housekeeping item, a chat topic, some new stuff I want to show you guys. And then also I have some stuff that I want to show for the benefit of my new subscribers, because I have gotten a few more. And I'm up to 44 subscribers as of the recording of this video. So yay, I'm super happy. So welcome to all of the new subscribers, and to all of you who are here watching. Thank you so much for subscribing and coming over to watch my channel and to share some time with all of us here. So that includes me and the babies. So thank you so much for coming over and spending time with me and the babies here. And yeah, so definitely so happy to see you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and enjoying my channel. So anyway, we are here today with baby Carrie. She is the newest in my Reborn collection. She is the Natalie sculpt by Denise Pratt, and she was reborn by Jenna's Words and Stuff. She is, as I said, my newest reborn. The box opening for her, as well as the rest of my reborns, are on my channel, so you can go there and look at those if you would like. I'm going to be separating some stuff into some different playlists. Like, I'm going to put the box openings into a playlist, my haul videos into a playlist, and so forth. That way they're a little bit easier to find. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't have many videos up at the moment because I am a new channel. So I just don't have, I have quite a bit of content, but not really that much. So I'm always adding more. But I will say that it's like, I've just been so incredibly busy lately that making videos has been a little bit scarce, so I do apologize for that. I try to have something up, you know, as often as I can, but I lead a pretty active life, and sometimes there's just things that I have to do. Like I am involved in the Lions Club, and we've had a lot of stuff going on with that. Plus, my husband and I work as election judges, and we've been working some early voting days, quite a few of those, and so that has kept us busy. So making videos with everything else that we've had to do has been, has been just a little bit lackluster, but hopefully after next week, I'll have quite a bit more content for you guys. So, and some chat topics and stuff. But anyway, so we have, as I said, baby Carrie here on the boppy, and the blanket that she is on, this is a blanket that I recently got. And as you can see, it is pink and white. It is a Sherpa blanket. It's really, really soft on this side over here. And then on this side over here is the, this is more of a fuzzy side, I guess. It's a little bit different material, and it's white here. So yeah, so that's my newest, blankie that I got, and so I thought this would be really cute to put on the boppy while we changed her. And we're going to be changing her into this little outfit here. And yeah, okay, I try to dress the babies according to the weather, although yeah, okay, they're not real babies, they're not going to feel the temperature, but I wanted to, because Carrie here has full arms and legs, I wanted to get an outfit that she could wear that my other girls can't, because all the other babies that I have are 3/4 limbs. So Carrie here is the only baby I have with full limbs, and so I thought she'd be able to wear this outfit very, very nicely. So it's just a romper. It's not really been too warm. It got in the 50s yesterday, but I'm recording this on Friday, March 6th, and it got pretty warm yesterday. It got in the 50s. Today is a little bit cooler, but even though it's not real warm, I'm still going to go ahead and put this on her because I think it would look really cute. And then also I want to show off that she has those full limbs that are very good for these kinds of outfits. And this is a newborn size. This is from Just One You, okay? And it's just it's got ruffles here on the bottom, and it's a short romper. Okay, it's mainly for summer, but we're going to put it on her anyway. So the housekeeping item that I wanted to talk with you guys before we actually, before we start changing her, is that I wanted to just kind of make you guys aware that some of the comments that I've been leaving on other videos and stuff have been going into spam folders of the creator's channel. So what's been happening is, and I did a little bit of digging, and I think this happens especially if you're a newer channel, because there's accounts that are created for trolling purposes and for just spamming different channels. And so YouTube, like if you've been leaving a lot of comments on videos and stuff, YouTube will mark your comments as spam. So it's not that I've said anything untoward or anything. I've always been very courteous and very supportive and polite and stuff. But because I have been making a lot of comments on videos, you know, because I'm trying to get to know all you guys and stuff, YouTube seems to have me flagged as a spammer. So I hate when that happens, and I've done a little bit of digging, and it seems to be the case. And I think especially if your channel is newer, if you've been leaving a lot of comments, YouTube will mark it as spam. And so what I've had to do, and how I figured out that this was happening was, okay, when you leave a comment on somebody's video, the comment, regardless if it goes into spam or not, is going to appear like it has been put on that video. But now I watch mainly on my iPad. Now I have another iPad that I have logged into my Sharon Sanctuary channel. I have 3 channels, and I've mentioned this before on different videos, but I have my simming channel where Simmer Sharon, which is where I do my gameplay videos of my Sims games, and then my Sharon Sanctuary channel, which is my crafting channel. I have adult coloring books, art supplies, journals and fountain pens and planners and crochet stuff. So that's what I do over on that channel. So I have my other iPad logged into that, and so what I would do is, after I would leave a comment on a video under Serenade Nursery, I would go on my other iPad under Sharon Sanctuary to that same video and sort the comments by newest first, because I just left the comment there under Serenade Nursery. And so if under Sharon Sanctuary, if my Serenade Nursery comment is not there, then I know that that has been moved into the spam or likely spam or held for review folders under the creator's channel. Okay. So what I do in that case, and I've had to do this today with Susie Q's Happy Little Haven. I've also had to do that with Born Again Reborns, Jenna's Words and stuff, Our Southern Nest. I mean, there's been a couple that I've had to do that with. So, but the Susie Q's Happy Little Haven was the one that I had to do it with today. And so what I do is, if I notice that my Serenade Nursery comment is not on the video, I will reply to another comment and say, for example, I'm very sorry about this, but I'm replying to this comment because my original comment seems to be moved into the spam folder. And I said, I'm hoping that, for example, Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, I'm hoping Susie will see this and take the comment out of the spam folder so it can appear on the video where it should be. Okay, so that seems to have made other people aware, especially if they're very diligent about replying to comments and stuff. That seems to help and make them aware that, oh, check the spam folder, because if you're anything like me, you don't check that spam folder very often. And yeah, and I figured that if it's happening to me, it's happening to other people. So I wanted to make you guys aware of it. And so what you would do, like as a creator, if you're a YouTuber and if you've seen that this is happening, how you would check to see if there's comments in that spam folder is you go under Video Manager on your channel, go under your Video Manager or your Creator Studio, depending on which version I guess you use. So go under that, and then go under where it says comments, and then you will see at the top of the page there's like 3 sections. I think there's all. I think it says all. And then the next one is held for review. And then there's a third one that says likely spam. And so you will want to check the held for review and likely spam folders to see if there's stuff in there that should not be in those folders, because those folders were obviously meant to catch spam comments. But if people are being flagged as not spam, or if people are being flagged as spam when it's really not supposed to be spam, and I've seen this happen like on my Sharon Sanctuary channel, where I've had to actually go in and approve comments that were not spam. So if you do that, and if you take the comment that is not spam out of there, that should be good to go for your channel as far as that person goes, because I think once you physically remove it out of the spam or held for review folder, then that person will be able to comment freely again. You know, unless of course you moderate everything, but that's another setting. That's another setting that you could do. But anyway, as I said, I kind of know all this because I'm not new to YouTube. I've been making YouTube videos for quite a few years now, and I've seen this happen before. But it's been happening on my Serenade Nursery channel, where my comments occasionally, well, more than occasionally, it's been very annoying. It happens quite frequently, actually, where my comments are being marked as spam, and they're not supposed to be spam because they're not spam comments. So yeah, if you're a YouTuber, a creator, check your spam folder from time to time to see that things aren't in there that really shouldn't be in there, because if you find that you're missing comments and stuff, that's probably where they are. All right, so there's our housekeeping item. So thank you very much for listening to my rambling about that. So just be aware that that is going on, and when I see it happening with my channel, that's the method I'm going to use. I'll reply back to somebody's comment and just say, you know, my comment isn't there, it's in the spam folder. All right, so anyway, moving onward. So we're going to go ahead and change this little girl here into the outfit that I showed you guys, and we're going to do our little chat topic, and then after that I'm going to show you some stuff for the benefit of my new subscribers, as well as some new things that I recently got, and yeah, some other things. So anyway, let's go ahead and start changing this little girl here. So the chat topic for today, and I am late to the party on this because, as I said, I've been just really busy and haven't really been able to make a whole lot of videos lately, but and I know it's been all over YouTube. It's probably been hashed and rehashed to death, but I feel like I want to add my 2 cents worth to it. And it is about the Guardian article and video, okay? So I know, right? Like, how many times do we have to hear it? But I feel like I want to add my 2 cents worth, and you know, it is my channel, and so I do want to go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So I read the written article as well as watched the video. And I thought the written article was done much better, okay? I think the written article, and I think the article and the video were done by 2 different people. So, but I felt that the written article was done so much better. I believe that they covered more ground. And it was just a nice read. I actually enjoyed the written article. But the video, I was hopeful that it wasn't going to have the usual spin, but I wasn't surprised that it did. And before I joined this hobby, like before I got into this hobby, and I do this with a lot of things that, you know, before I actually get involved in it. I mean, I did this with, you know, before I started doing keto, okay? And what I do is like, I watch a ton of videos, I do a lot of research, I read a lot of stuff, and just kind of get a little familiar with, you know, with how something works, okay? And so that's what I did before I got into the Reborn hobby, okay? And I watched a ton of videos. I created my channel, you know, to get it ready to actually make videos, because I knew that, you know, once I joined the hobby, that I wanted to make videos about it myself. And so I did a lot of research, watched a ton of videos, like I said, and, you know, watched some media pieces, and, you know, I'm no fool. Like, I know that this is not a mainstream hobby, and yeah, you know, guys collect their vintage cars and their trains, and people collect stamps, and, you know, me, like, I do coloring books and fountain pens, like, we collect that, and that's not even a mainstream hobby. Collecting fountain pens definitely isn't, because, you know, when you think of fountain pens, it's like, oh, that's a tool that hasn't been used in, like, decades, but you can actually get fountain pens, and like doll shows, I mean, they have pen shows. But anyway, so I did a lot of research and so forth, and watched some media pieces, and I know what kind of spin that the media puts on this hobby, and I know that this hobby is not a mainstream one, and I felt that this Guardian video put the old familiar spin on this hobby, and made collectors out to be crazy ladies, okay? And I mean, okay, yeah, they touched a little bit on the artistry, you know, from Stephanie, and Kelly Girl talked about it, but I believe in my opinion, I think they really, really glommed onto the mental aspect of this hobby. So much so that it overshadowed everything else. And I wish that they hadn't have done that. I didn't think that was cool. You know, if they were going to, if they were going to, like, I guess these ladies were told that, that these journalists wanted to try to normalize the hobby and get awareness and stuff out about the hobby. You know, that's what they were told. But, it just seemed to me that, that it was just a pack of lies, because, they did not do that. That piece was not geared that way, and it focused probably, in my opinion, 90% on the mental aspect of this hobby. And in my opinion, the piece was making collectors out to be crazy people, you know, just like a lot of the other media pieces have done. And I was hopeful that this was going to be different, but I wasn't surprised. And I wasn't familiar with the Guardian. Like, I didn't know who they were. Like, I didn't know them or anything. I didn't know who they are. But from what I have been told, I guess it's a tabloid. But it just, I don't know. I don't think they did us any favors. I don't think they did anybody in the community any favors, really, in my opinion. I don't know. And I was watching Crystal's video, Life with Crystal, and she thought, you know, if we made our own documentary from inside the community, you know, then maybe that could help. But yeah. Oh, okay. I got a notification. I got a delivery. But anyway, so she thought that maybe that would help. And I have to agree, if that could be done someday, you know, that might be very, very helpful. That might be very helpful, but, you know, to get somebody to do that with, you know, with that kind of talent and stuff, it could be done, you know, it could be done. It would just be a big undertaking, and so forth, but it could be done, you know. So, I think maybe that's what it's going to take. And I'm, you know, I'm not going to delude myself into thinking that this is going to be a mainstream hobby. This is a weird hobby to some people, and I get that, you know. And I also get that people that don't get it are going to leave rude and nasty comments, because, like, I went on that video and I saw just some really horrible comments on there about this hobby. And I think I'm going to get her some socks. Oh, she looks cute in this. And actually her cloth does not show very much. She could have worn maybe just a sleeveless onesie under this, but I think this is going to work. I'm going to get her some socks, I think. And I'm going to keep talking as I go and dig out the socks. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the comments. I did go over there and I actually read, I actually saw just a lot of horrible comments and stuff. But I also saw some you know, some nice comments too. So, my thing is that no matter what, there's gonna be people that are gonna be rude and nasty anyway. There's nothing we can do about it, and all we can do is just keep doing what we're doing and enjoy the hobby the way that we want to enjoy it. You know, we're not hurting anybody, we're not harming anybody, and you know, as long as we're not harming anybody and so forth, then, you know, then who cares? And no matter what, people are going to say what they're going to say, and there's nothing that we can do about that. So, but yeah, so I just try to, it had me shaking my head, it did, but, excuse me, I got like an irritation in my throat today or something. I think what happened was, oh my gosh, like last night, and I'm totally digressing here, but last night, we had a social with our Lions Club. And we always have like a yearly social, and what we do is we sponsor a show from the theater guild that's, you know, that's in the town. And we always try to go to a comedy, you know, to kind of keep things lighthearted. And so we saw this play called Escanava in the Moonlight, and it was about a bunch of Yoopers, you know, Upper Peninsula people, you know, they're called Yoopers. And so they, you know, they went to, their ritual is that they go to a deer camp, like, you know, for 2 weeks or something in the wintertime. And so it was about this this family of Vupers, and it was guys. You know, it's a guy thing, okay? So it's about like the father and 2 sons or whatever, and they went up to this deer camp, and the one son is kind of cursed because he has never brought down a buck, you know, and it's just a funny play, you know, just some humor. Oh, it was hilarious, you know, just the things that happen in it, and oh my gosh. And so I was laughing so hard, and you're probably going to find eventually, and if you go onto my Sharon Sanctuary channel and stuff, you'll see this too, but I get cracked up so easily, and when I get to cracking up, like my laugh, like I can laugh like it's crazy. But when I laugh, oh my goodness, like I get very tickled, and when I really get going, like my laugh gets really high pitched and loud, and when I really get going, I snort. And so I was laughing like practically through that whole play. I mean, oh my gosh, I kid you not. And so I think because I was laughing so hard last night and so forth, I'm kind of feeling it the next day. So I got like a little bit of an irritation. I think it was because I was laughing so hard last night. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But yeah, so so I apologize for the coughing, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But so anyway, as I was saying, you know, people are going to make rude comments and stuff no matter what. There's just people that aren't going to get it. And you know what? More's the pity for them, because we're enjoying what we're doing, and that's all we can do. And if we can somehow make a documentary for our, you know, from inside the community, from inside the hobby, that would be awesome. You know, that would be really awesome. Awesome and amazing, to be honest. You know, that would be great. And I'm going to, I think they're meant to just, I think this is meant to just kind of just ruffle up like this. We're going to pull that up just a little bit. That way it comes up on her shoulders a little bit more like that. But she looks so cute in this. Oh my goodness. We're going to brush her hair just a little bit. I wet down this brush just a little bit, and she needed a hair brushing earlier. And so because we were pulling stuff over her head, I figured, you know, she'd need her hair to be brushed. And I didn't pull out the, Sharon from Born Again Reborns gave us that satin pillowcase to put the babies with rooted hair on, and I didn't drag that out. I have that in my other accessory case, and I didn't think to bring that out today. So I should bring that out, and like for the rooted babies, and put their heads on it. And I think from now on I'm going to do that for when I change them, because I think that kind of helps with the hair and keeps it from getting tangled and stuff. Not that she had like real tangled hair or anything, but it kind of helps. It kind of helps to prevent the tangles and stuff. But there she is. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I'll bring her up close so you guys can see her a bit better. So here she is. Whoop. There she is. Can you guys see her? Got her cute little socks on, but this is so cute on her. Oh my gosh, this is really cute on her. So that's my take on the guardian thing. Now, also, I do want to say, you know, even though that I feel that they put way too much emphasis on the mental aspect of the hobby, you know, people were up in arms about it, okay? I mean, people were very upset about it, but if I can speak today, but what we also need to remember that people are in this hobby for different reasons, and some of us just aren't tied up in a neat little bow, okay, with one thing. Now, there are strictly collectors, which I think Kelly Girl is, okay, but there's also people, we do need to remember that there are people who are in it for the mental aspect of it, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? And so we just, you know, we need to remember that. We need to respect each other for, you know, for the different reasons why we are in this hobby. And like I said, not everybody's tied up in a neat little bow as far as like one reason why we collect. And I've explained this, I think, in my very first video. I explained why I got into the hobby, okay? I've always liked dolls. I love dolls, okay? And I loved my Cabbage Patch Kids. I collect Cabbage Patch Kids, okay? And I have some Barbies from, I don't have the actual ones that I had from my childhood, but so I don't have the actual Barbies from my childhood, but I've been looking around and reacquiring the and reacquiring the ones that I'd gotten from my childhood, or that I've had from my childhood. And so I have a few of those, but I have mostly Cabbage Patch Kids, and now I'm collecting these, these Reborns and stuff. And I have 4 Reborns, 2 Ashton Drake babies, and 1 Paradise Galleries baby. Okay, along with like a myriad of Cabbage Patch Kids. Now, I explained in my first video that there's several reasons why I got into this hobby. I've always liked dolls. I've always loved babies. When you're a doll collector, especially a collector of like baby dolls, you've always loved babies, and I love holding babies, and I love playing with babies. I just love babies, okay? And so I've always loved them, and when I started, looking at Reborn videos, I'm going, oh man, I want one. That's pretty cool. That's neat. And I've always wanted one of those, and here's my little secret too, but I've always wanted one of those, oh gosh, what do you call them? The baby think it overs, or the reality works babies, or whatever it was called. The ones that the teenagers bring home from school, the simulated babies. I think you know what I'm talking about. I've wanted one of those, like back in the 90s, I had a vocal student that brought her baby, and it was one of those real old ones, like one of the earlier models and stuff. But, she came in with, with her baby and the little carrier and stuff. And I'm going, oh, who's this? And so she kind of explained what she was doing and stuff. I'm going, oh, that's neat. Because I hadn't really heard of the project before, too much, before then. And so she was telling me about it, and I'm going, oh, that's neat. And so then when my daughter was in high school, she brought one home, and I'm going, oh, neat. So, so I've always kind of wanted one of those. I've always liked them, and I'd still love to have one of those. But yeah. So anyway, so I started getting into the hobby because I like the babies, and I just thought, oh my gosh, they look so real. They look like real babies and stuff, and I'm going, that is pretty cool. I want one of them things. Also, I definitely appreciate the artistic, I definitely appreciate the artistic aspect of it too, because, let's face it, I mean, these babies, take a long time to make, they take a while to make, and it's a talent, it's a talent that these artists have to be able to make and put together a baby like this. And I admire people that can do that, because I can't. I wish I could. I'd love to be able to try it, but if you've been with me for a while, you know that I have a pretty significant visual impairment, and so there's certain aspect, I think, of the painting, of the artistry of it that I think I would have a hard time doing, like, for example, rooting eyelashes, and, for example, glossing fingernails, because look at how tiny they are, I think that there'd be things that I think there's things that I could do, okay, but I think there's things that I would have a hard time doing because of the, because of the finer details, and because of the smaller areas that you have to work with, and so forth. But, so I totally appreciate the artistry and what goes into making these babies and putting them together. And, not only is it that I like dolls, not only is it that I love the dolls, but I totally appreciate the artistic aspect of it too. But, there is also a part of me that is in it for the, for mental too, okay? Now, because, and I've explained this in another video, because I never got to do the baby thing. I couldn't physically have children. And yeah, I have 2 daughters, but they were adopted as older children. So I totally missed out on the baby stage. I never got to shop for the cute baby clothes. I never got to, have the cuddly baby and to, see their first smile or to hear their first laugh or anything. I never got to do any of that. And I never got to have the pregnancy aspect. And, I feel cheated because of that. There's part of me that is always going to feel cheated because I never got to experience that. And in years past, not so much anymore, because I mean, I'm in my late 40s and I'm too old for that crap now. I don't want to have a baby at my age, and I can't, because anyway, I couldn't anyway, but now I totally can't, because, I have had a hysterectomy. But, there's going to be, there's always going to be that part of my life where I feel cheated because I never got to do any of that. And so with these babies, I can actually shop for the baby clothes. I can, experience, to some degree the baby aspect. Although, yeah, I know that they're not real babies. We all know that. We all know that. And we know that they're not going to, we know that they're not going to have the spit up, and we know that they're not going to soil the diapers, and they're not going to ruin their clothes and stuff. That part we know, and so that part, I can definitely deal with. But there's just enough there that, I can hold one of these, and I can, they're weighted, to feel like a baby. And so you can get that aspect of having the weight of a baby, in your arms, and to kind of experience that a little bit, and like, I've never had this personally, okay? Like, I've seen where people have said this, and I did watch that segment of the Dr. Phil show that people were talking about. It's on YouTube. I'll try to find it, and I'll try to link it there for anybody that hasn't seen it. But I did see that Dr. Phil segment, and now Dr. Phil himself, he was like, well, I'd never do it, but he said that, and I don't know if he's actually a licensed psychologist or anything, but my gosh, like, he'd been on for years and years and years. And I can't say that I was ever a fan of Dr. Phil or anything. In fact, I kind of think maybe he got a little sleazy at times. But in that segment, he says, there's nothing wrong with it. It is a different hobby, and it's not hurting anybody. So, there's nothing wrong with it. But there was that lady that, that acted as the correspondent and went out to interview these ladies that collected them. And she was the one that was the real problem. Like, I got so annoyed at her because she's like, well, okay, like, she'd go to the houses and stuff, and she was interviewing these people, and she'd act like all friendly, like, hi, how are you? She'd act like your best buddy and all that, to ingratiate herself with them, okay? But then she'd come on the show, and she'd like, well, she puts diapers on the babies, and, well, they look like dead babies, and this and that, and she was the one that was the problem. She was the one that ticked me off. And reading a lot of the comments, a lot of people have said that. And like, there were some people that didn't have the problem with Dr. Phil per se, but they had the problem with the correspondent lady, who was who was doing all that. So, and that was my take on it. Yeah, and I mean, just the spin that was put on it. Yeah, I totally think that these ladies, that they put the crazy lady spin on it, like the media does. And when the correspondent was like, well, she puts diapers on the babies, and the artist came back, well, yeah, it fills out the clothes. So, I mean, the artist and the guests on the show, they had the good comebacks to counteract her. They held their own. I was proud of them. They held their own. But, it's just people like her, that just, ugh. And I'm totally saying this as a newcomer. And I'm sure that a lot of you that have been in this hobby for a long time have seen it all so many times. And I don't know, it is irritating. It really is. It's very irritating. But Andrea I guess she says her name, Andrea from Our Southern Nest, did make a good point. She says, well, how can we expect people from the outside to respect us when inside the community we don't have respect for each other? And you know what, like, when I started doing this, like, I kind of feel like I stepped into a hornet's nest, because there was a lot of drama going on, and I've kind of seen, some of what was going on. Like, I can't say that I got the full gist of it or anything, and I'm still kind of shaky on a lot of the details, and I'm going, oh, I don't think I really want to know all this. It floored me. It really did. It floored me. And, she had a good point. Like, if, how can we expect people from the outside to respect us in the community when it seems like all we do is squabble back and forth and have no respect for each other in the community? And, I mean, that is a good point. It really is. So, yeah, I mean, that's just my take on the whole thing. It's just, I don't know. I think we do need to maybe have a documentary done from inside this community, and maybe we can spread a little bit more awareness and so forth. But yeah, that's my take on it. And I don't know. I wish it hadn't happened. It's very unfortunate. And yeah, and I think that's all I'm gonna say on it. I just wish that it was done in a different way. Excuse me. I just wish it was done in a different way. Alright, so that is changing baby Carrie. So this is what she looks like. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love her, I love her, I love her. But yeah, and that's why I joined the hobby, and it's because I do. Yeah, that's what I was saying, and then I kind of digressed into this other area. But yeah, that's why I joined the hobby. I totally appreciate the artistic aspect of it. I've always loved dolls, and I do it because like I never got to experience the baby aspect. Like I never got to have the baby stage, and I felt cheated because I never got to have the baby stage. And so this is my way of being able to do the baby stage without with all the cute benefits, but without all of the nasty throw up and poopy diapers and soiled clothes and sleepless nights and all that. Yeah. Now, I don't really role play with the babies. Like I haven't done that. If anybody wants to see that on this channel, I mean, I do have the baby bottles and stuff that I can make the fake formula. I have to fix them up with the silicone sealant and stuff. You guys saw that I did buy that for that purpose. So I do have to do that. But I normally don't do the role play, and I don't do outings with the babies. I'm kind of leery of doing that, number one. I mean, it would be fun to get some reactions and stuff, but I think the only way that I would do that is if I was with, you know, some dolly friends or something like that, and then, you know, we would kind of take our babies together and stuff. But, you know, to just take a baby out, you know, just because I don't do that. The only way I would, again, is if there were some dolly friends I was with, or if somebody actually had a request to see one of the babies. In fact, my hairdresser, she loves dolls too, and so I showed her pictures of a couple of mine, and she was like, oh, they're so cute, you know, oh, they look so real. And so she actually wants to see one of the babies, and so next time I go in, I'm actually going to take one of the babies with me to show her. But that's really the only way that I would take any of the babies out. And like I said, you know, the things that I do with the babies is I pretty much just change them, and I'll hold them while watching a movie and stuff and so forth. And yeah. Now I will talk about in another video, and I'll kind of go a little bit deeper into this too, but I will talk about, and I've not experienced this personally, but, you know, comments like, well, why don't you adopt, or why don't you get pets and all that? And I will talk about that in another video, but I think we're going to run a little bit long. And so if I talk about that in this video, we're going to be here forever and ever and ever and ever, because what I have to say on that subject is quite long. And so I'll come back with that chat topic another day. Okay. So, and it'll kind of, I guess, go a little bit deeper into it and so forth. So that'll be in another video. So I do want to show you guys some stuff that I recently got, as well as for the benefit of my new subscribers. I thought I would go ahead and show you all of my collection. I'm gonna not show the Cabbage Patch Kids. And speaking of the Cabbage Patch Kids, for the benefit of my new subscribers, I will be showing the Cabbage Patch Kid collection because I do have quite a few of them. I did show the Babyland exclusive ones in a video, but I ended up taking that video down because I kind of got the wrong angle, and some of the footage I had was out of frame, so I decided to go ahead and redo that one. And then I had also shown my soft sculpture Cabbage Patch Kids, but I privated that video. I will re-release it again. I'll release it again once I have the other video redone, and then the third part is I will show my vintage kids. But anyway, for the sake of my new subscribers, like I said, I will show my Reborn collection, as well as the Ashton Drake babies and my Paradise Gallery baby. Now, as I said, I did show you guys this blanket that I had also recently got. That is the Sherpa blanket. That has the very soft, oh goodness. This has the very soft, the very soft kind of felt, I guess, side right here, on here, and then over here is the more fuzzy kind of side. But that's a very, very nice blanket. Okay, so I'm going to just move that aside. I have it just kind of in a plastic bag for now. I have to wash this. This is this is a small haul of some baby girl clothes, and I kind of bagged everything up right now because I have to wash it. And you're probably going, oh my gosh, another haul. Geez, Sharon, that's all you do is hauls of baby clothes. Now, yeah, I've had a lot of those on there, but let me just kind of give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer. This is my version of thrifting. Some online thrifting, because, I can't go thrifting as often as I would like, because when in order for me to be able to go thrifting, I have to have somebody drive me. I have to go with somebody because I can't drive, so that isn't always convenient. And so what I do is I scour eBay and I look for lots of baby clothes. Like now the babies that I have are either newborn or 0 to 3 months, and so I scour eBay for that stuff, and I look for stuff with a very, very good description of the condition that they are in. I look for stuff that have quite a few pictures so that I can look at it. You know, I look for 100 positive feedback from the sellers and stuff, and I look for, you know, some pretty good sized lots because I want to be able to get the most for my money. And I also look for prices. Like I try to look for a bargain. If there is, if I think the price is a little bit too high, then I will do, I have often done the make an offer, and a lot of the times it has been accepted, or they've come back with a counter offer that I could live with. And I also look for stuff that doesn't have astronomical shipping costs because, you know, let's face it, the shipping can really kill you too. So that's kind of what I look for. So I look for a bargain. I don't think I have paid, like over, I don't think I've ever paid over $23 for a lot of baby clothes. And as you can see, like in the hauls, I've had a lot of stuff. So, you know, I look for, like I said, quite a few things and some rather large lots to get the bang for my buck. So I think I make out pretty good, you know, and so far I have not been disappointed. All the stuff that I've gotten has been in really, really great shape. All the snaps and stuff have worked. I've not seen anything that's been broken or anything like that. So I can't say that I've ever been disappointed. And I feel like I've gotten a lot of bang for my buck. And really the buck that I've paid for the hauls and stuff that I've done really hasn't been that much. I don't think I've ever paid, as I said, over $23 for a lot of baby clothes. So anyway, this is a smaller one that I got, and let me just show you everything I got. Okay. So we have a lot of white onesies in this particular, if I can speak today, we have a lot of white onesies in this particular haul, which is good because you can never have too many white onesies. And I believe a lot of this is from Carter's and Child of Mine and so forth. So there's that white onesie. Then we have this little blue onesie here, and it says, "My aunt loves me." And it's got like little critters right there, and it's a purple, it looks like. I thought it was dark blue, but it looks purple from here. Okay. And then we've got this little onesie here, and it looks like it's got some little sparkles and stuff on it. Well, not sparkles, but the snaps kind of shine. But it says TMNT. I don't know what that means. I don't know what this means. But here's what this one looks like. That is cute. Okay, then we have this onesie, and this one says, "I'm just being awesome like my daddy." Okay. We have this little onesie. It's a gray one. It looks like a white one with little tiny polka dots, and it says, "Daddy's Princess." So that is very, very adorable. That would have been really good for yesterday's Theme Thursday with the small prints. That would have been cute because it's got like little polka dots. But I think I have some other stuff with small prints too. I didn't get around to doing Theme Thursday because I was so busy, and I had so much going on that I didn't have the time. Here is another onesie. This is just a plain white one with some snaps here and some snaps kind of going up the back right there. This does have a little design on it though. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at that. Looks like a little bear. Oh, that is adorable. Okay, this one is a dark blue one with some polka dots. And the little smiley right there. How cute is that? Now, it did say that these were freshly laundered, but I'm going to wash them anyway because there are some dark ones in here. And before I put that on the babies, I just want to make sure that they are washed up so it doesn't fade on the baby, because I don't want the dark color going onto my babies, you know. Here's another just plain white onesie there. Okay. Here is another onesie. Very, very stretchy, comfy. That's very cute. Here we got these little white shorts. Looks like there's some little cut-offs. Very adorable. Alright, then we have this pink onesie with some white polka dots on it. With, I'm trying to think if it's got like a little, it's got like a little bow. It's got like little bows and stuff on it as well. But this is more of a shorts outfit. Kind of a romper, I guess. I don't know if you'd actually call this a onesie. It's more like a romper. But you can see that it's got like a little ice cream. Is that ice cream? Yeah, ice cream with a cherry on it. And with a little butterfly. That is adorable. That would be perfect for summer. Then we've got another little white onesie. As I said, we can never have too many white onesies, right? So there's that. Alright, then we have this dark blue one. It says red, white, cute. This is actually just a little shirt. Okay, that could go with those shorts. So that's a little shirt. It's got some little ruffles and stuff on the sleeves. And then we have, oh nope, that's not part of the haul. I put that little piece that came with that other little leopard print outfit, Mama's Mini or whatever. So this is more like a, I thought it was a belt at first, but I think you can tie it up and have it be a headband or something, so you can accessorize that outfit with that. And I just had it in that bag because I forgot to put it away with the other stuff, and so it was just kind of hanging out there for a while. But I'm going to take all of this and I'm gonna wash everything to keep it, you know, especially the dark stuff, to make sure it's not going to fade where I don't want it to fade. So there is our little haul. There's our little haul for this time out. Oh, I think there was another white onesie that I missed. Well, there's that. So there's quite a few of these little white onesies, which is awesome. Just very, very awesome. All right, so let me go ahead and put these away, and I will be right back. So now we've got the boppy back with us, and I turned the blanket over just for a little bit of variety. But this last part of the video is I'm going to show you guys all of my Reborn collection, plus the 2 Ashton Drakes and my Paradise Galleries baby, okay? For the benefit of my new subscribers, because I did get quite a few of them here, and in case you haven't seen all of my babies. Now, I do have a small collection, like I said, 4 Reborns, 2 Ashton Drakes, 1 Paradise Gallery. Even though it's a small collection, I still wanted to show it to you guys. Because with you guys, some of you being new, you haven't seen them all. So let's just go ahead and recap. Okay, there we go. So there's baby Carrie, as we can see. Kind of face her that way so maybe you guys can see her a little bit more, but there's her. For those of you, I'm trying to remember if I actually said middle names for my babies, but Carrie is Carrie Victoria. Okay, so Carrie Victoria. And then this is Michael Andrew. And he is wearing his sleeper that I changed him into this last time when I did a video with him. We were putting everybody in sleepers. I do have a really, really long video on the channel where I was putting everybody into sleepers. And I can link that in the description section if you guys are interested. Now this is before I got Carrie, so you know we did the other babies. But this one is Michael. His middle name is Andrew. So Michael Andrew. Okay. And he is just wearing the sleeper that he is wearing has got like little little teddy bears on it. Okay. He is the Blaze Sculpt Reborn by Jenna's Words and Stuff. Okay. So there's baby Michael. And again, his box opening is on my channel. And he's a big boy. He weighs like, I think 5.5 pounds, almost 6 pounds. So he is pretty chunky. Pretty chunky. I love him very much. I love all my babies. I'm not gonna lie. I love all my babies. And I'm just kind of grabbing the babies at random. Like I'm not doing them in any particular order or anything. I've kind of got them all sitting beside me here, and so I'm just kind of picking them up at random to show you guys. So let me brush this one's hair just a little bit because she's got wild hair. This baby always gets some wild hair, so I always have to kind of zhuzh her. I think it's Kimberly's Cocoon that says zhuzh, you know, like gotta zhuzh the baby. So we're gonna zhuzh her before we show her a little bit. Okay. So this baby, this is one of my Ashton Drake babies. This is Ellie. I call her Ellie Poo sometimes, but her name is Ellie Marie. She is the Little Peanut sculpt by what was it? Oh my gosh, who did her? Was it? Oh my gosh, I cannot remember who did her now. Oh, I'm gonna have to look her up because I don't remember who did her. I think it was it Tasha Elling? Oh gosh, I can't even remember her name, but I'm sure you guys would. She's a very well-known artist in the Reborn community. But yeah, she's a well-known artist. But she is the Little Peanut sculpt from Ashton Drake. Okay, so she is wearing this little sleeper with hearts. Okay, and I've been thinking about maybe reweighting her because I don't like the armatures there. She's got another big heart right there. I don't like the armatures on her. And then I kind of feel like the weighting material needs to be some better material. So one of these days I might reweight her. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. All right, this next baby is actually my very, very, very first reborn. This is baby Stephanie. Okay. So this is baby Stephanie, and she is the Pumpkin Sculpt by Donna Rubert. Okay, and so the sleeper that she is wearing is this fleece one with some bigger hearts on it. Okay, this is what I put her in when we changed everybody into their sleepers. So she was the Pumpkin Sculpt by Donna Rubert. She was done by Jenna's Words and Stuff. That's who reborned her, and she was my very, very, very first reborn. I'd already had my my two Ashton Drake babies, but as far as like the reborns, like this was my very, very, very first reborn, and I love her so much. I love all the babies. But I will definitely remember her as being my very, 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 very first reborn. So this next baby is the Paradise Galleries baby. This is baby May from Paradise Galleries. I have not changed her yet. I did take off her little headband. That way it wouldn't be lost or anything, but she didn't come with any socks or anything like that. But this is baby May from Paradise Galleries, and so she's pretty lightweight. She's got painted hair, 3/4 limbs. She is baby May by Ping Lao. Okay, and I'm thinking I might want to reweight her because she is really like lightweight. I don't think she's weighted. She's not weighted at all like how a baby would feel. Like she's pretty light. She's pretty light. She would be about the size of a newborn. She would wear newborn clothes, but she's not weighted the way I like her. So I'm thinking that she may be my first experiment in taking one of these apart and actually putting some weight in her because she's really lightweight. I think she would only weigh, I don't even know if she would weigh even 3 pounds. She's pretty light. Pretty light. So this next baby I have is another Ashton Drake baby. Okay. And we need to zhuzh her a little bit too because she's got wild hair. Although I've had her wrapped up in the blankets, you know, she needs a little bit of hair brushing here. But this one is Ashton Drake, and this is Littlest Sweetheart. This is Ping Lao. So, but she's very cute. She is preemie sized. Okay, she's preemie sized, and the sleeper she is wearing is this one here with little horses and other animals and stuff on it, as we can see. Okay, so this is the sleeper that I put her in, and she looks really cute in it. So the thing with her, I really like her, but the thing with her is I can't say that she's very cuddly because her arms are kind of stiff, like, you know, they don't curl up, and she's got the armatures in them, in her, you know. So her and Ellie really aren't like, you know, real cuddly or anything because of the armatures. It kind of impedes the cuddle factor, and plus her arms kind of come out like this, so it's really hard to it's really hard to you know, to cuddle her. But I think if the armatures were taken out, I think she would be more cuddly, because then her arms would kind of lay like this. So I don't know, she may be another one that I would experiment with, but we'll see. And oh, if I didn't say what her name was, her name is Zoe. And baby May, I'm thinking I might just keep her as baby May. I don't know. I don't know. I might rename her. I don't know. But this one here, I named Zoe. Zoe Nicole. Okay. Yeah, I think I called her Zoe Nicole. But that's baby Zoe. Okay. And then. One more baby. Oh, goodness. And I always say, oh, goodness, because this guy is a heavy, heavy, heavy guy. This guy that I'm going to show you is like 6 pounds. And he has kind of a wide body. He's a big baby. This one's a big baby. Although he wears newborn or 0 to 3 months. Okay. So this little guy here, this big little guy, this is baby Nicholas. Okay. And his middle name is Michael. Sharon, he is the Danny Sculpt by Janie DeLange, and he was reborn by Butterfly Baby Kisses Nursery, or Born Again Reborns, here on YouTube. Okay, again, his box opening is on my channel, but what was I going to say? Sharon and I were emailing back and forth one day, and, you know, talking about like middle names and stuff, and so his middle name is Michael, so we have Nicholas Michael, and he is wearing a sleeper that came home with him. This has like little paw prints on it, and it's a fleece sleeper with like little doggy paw prints on it, so I thought that was super cute. But he has beautifully painted hair that Sharon has done. And this guy, oh my gosh, he is probably my most substantial baby as far as weight goes, because he is like, he is weighted so nicely. Oh my gosh, like he is definitely an armful. He is definitely an armful. And yeah, so he is about 6 pounds, and he has the German vinyl. And yeah, so anyway, that is all of my babies. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them. So these are the ones that we're going to be seeing on video. I don't think I'm going to be getting any more at this time, because I have limited space here, and I don't have, I actually don't have a nursery. You know, I don't have a room set up for them. I don't have an actual nursery. So what I do is, when I'm not changing the babies or messing with them or whatever, I keep them wrapped up in blankets and put away very nicely, and then I get them out when I want to play with them. So yeah, so I have to kind of be mindful of my space, and so I think at this point in time, unless something really grabs me, unless I find something really, really, really like super cute, I think these are all the babies I'm going to be adding for a while. So, but never say never. I could change my mind. You know, a woman has a right to change her mind. We'll just have to see what happens. So this is my collection thus far, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this really long video, because it was quite long. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here for now. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button, of course. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. And of course, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. You all have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you in the next video. All right, bye everybody.